Hey, it's me, Marquelworld, all things professional wrestling in my life. If you have not, subscribe to the YouTube and the TikTok Marquelworld. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We all want to talk about Seth Rollins and what's going on with him. Basically, we all thought that he was going to give up the title because we all know that he is injured. They are saying that it is a real life injury. It isn't all about the storyline. I did think myself it was about the Shinsuke Nakamura storyline. I thought that was legitimate part of the storyline. I didn't think that was actually a real life injury, but supposedly Seth Rollins is injured. So tonight, if you didn't watch Raw, if you're watching, a day later, Seth Rollins did, address the crowd and did state basically how he plans on defending that title at WrestleMania 40. We did see Gunther, he did show up, which is weird because I did say this before. I did say this a couple months ago. There was some Rambos. There were some people that claimed they were in the industry, that they knew that Gunther and Seth Rollins was going to be the program for WrestleMania 40. I didn't really believe that because after CM Punk came back, I was like, oh, he's going to have the main event. But this isn't the first time I heard something about Gunther trying to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. This isn't the first talks I heard. A lot of different people are saying it. So Gunther challenging Seth Rollins, stating after he wins the Rumble, he's going to, challenge him for the title. The part of me that's just thinking, okay, he's just doing this because, he's just doing this for the Rumble. He's just doing this to talk his shit. He's just doing this. But then there's another part of me, this is not the first spectacle or little gossip I heard about him maybe becoming the new champion and dethroning Seth Rollins. So with that being said, I do want to be more asking y'all questions, the people that watch these videos. Would you guys want to see Seth Rollins get dethroned? Would you guys want to see Gunther take that championship from him? Do you want him to lose the see, I'm tired. I had a couple hours of sleep, but it's Monday. But do you want him to lose the Intercontinental Championship? Or do you want him to have both titles? Maybe there are Gunther fans that believe he can carry both, which, that could be the case. That could be the case. But basically, there's good news that Seth Rollins is not injured to the point where he has to vacate the title. We have seen in the past where you had to vacate the title if you were injured. We've seen that with a lot of wrestlers, but I'm glad to see that he's still able to compete. I do hate when they have to vacate it. It's more of a personal opinion. I just hate it because I really hate when people really work their ass off to get that belt. You do know, we all know that pro wrestling is predetermined, right? So, but that doesn't really mean that getting the title doesn't mean nothing just because it's predetermined. A lot of people always say, oh, it's predetermined, anybody can be the champion. But at the end of the day, yeah, it takes a star to be the champion. It takes a star to get, the crowd behind you. It takes a star, to get a reaction. It takes a star to be able to sell t-shirts. So, usually when people say that, I try to, okay, yeah, it is predetermined, but at the end of the day, that championship, the World Heavyweight Championship or any title, is a representation that the company does see a lot in you. It is a representation that they have faith in you. It is a representation that they believe you will go far. So that being said, if Gunther gets this title, this is just showing that WWE has a lot of hope for him because, the Intercontinental Championship is good. The United States Championship is good, but we all know they are the mid-card championship belts. The women, we can't really say. I would say the tag team belts are the mid-card because it's just any make-believe shift team usually gets it. Usually, keyword, the Katana and Kaden, they are a real team, but I'm just saying, so I consider that the mid-card for the women's, but I do consider the women's championship. I mean, they only have two championships. They have the women's belt on SmackDown Raw, or they have the tag belts. So it's either you're the women's champion of your brand or you are the tag team champ. With the United States Championship, that's the mid card for SmackDown. For Intercontinental Championship, that's the mid card for Raw. I do consider that I really don't watch NXT that much. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I know the people because I watch twice a month. I'm gonna be real. I don't really watch that much. I watch a lot of clips, so I'm familiar with who's on there, but maybe twice a month you'll see me where I'm actually watching a full episode. This is a lot of wrestling. I feel bad for anybody that is a diehard wrestling fan. I've been watching this since I was 7. I'm now 27, so I've been watching it for 20 years now. But it is a love and hate relationship. There are times where I don't want to get in camera. There are times where I'm like, I'm tired. Why am I doing this? But I do love wrestling. But back to where I was going, the North American Championship is the mid card for NXT. Well, that's how I viewed it when I was watching. I always felt like that, the NXT title was the main. Of course, the women, they only have one champ. Well, they have their tag belts, which they got rid of the NXT ones, I thought, when those two Alpha Fire people came. I thought they merged them, so I don't even know if they have a tag belt at NXT, but, with the women's, they always have one belt. But with NXT, that North American Championship is their mid-card. United States Championship is the mid-card of SmackDown. And the Intercontinental Championship is the mid-card of Raw. So if Gunther wins this shows that WWE is going to reward him. They have a lot of faith with him. So the question is, do you think he should be rewarded? Do you think he has been a good champion? Do you think he has proved himself? Which I will say, I feel like he has. I feel like without him, that faction he has, they will be irrelevant. He has kept that faction. I wouldn't say he has kept the faction going, but he has kept the fans, have interest. Because I don't feel like those two alone, they really can bring a lot of people to care about the faction. And maybe if you split them, they can have their own individuality. Oh, I'm tired. They can have their own individuality. I don't care if I'm mispronouncing. I'm tired. Anyways, they can have their own identity. Let me just say that if they split up, which I feel like they should at this point, because Gunther is the star of the group and the other two can be their own stars. So hopefully if Gunther does win it, it does separate him from this faction so he can just dominate and be a solo champion. So if he does win the title, it's not just he had to use his minions to help him. So that's my video today. Seth Rollins is going to keep defending, he's going to keep defending that title. He wants to defend that Mania. And Gunther may win it. And there has been rumors about it in the past. So now with him doing this, it may confirm it, it may not. Like I said last week, I'm trying to be on camera a little bit longer instead of just the 3 to 4 minutes. I do see I've been on camera for 8 minutes now, so I'm trying to be on there a little bit longer. So I do appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you. This is Marquelworld. I'll see you guys in the next video. I post 3 times a week. Peace.